Something ain't right. You smell that? My transmission. Dude, my transmission just went out.
What's up?
What's up, yo?
It's a beautiful, dreary Atlanta day.
It sucks out here.
Yeah, and we're outside because the job we're doing today, if we don't finish it today, I can't drive him home yet from my dad's house. So we're at his house.
Today we are going to be putting on new leaf springs because if you take a look at my truck, you got about 5.5 inches here, and you got about 2.5 inches back here.
Yeah.
It's squatted as hell. It also feels like crap. I got here, I don't even remember where I ordered these leaves from.
It's some general spring distributor. Like
it's ACS. ASC, ACS.
These trucks, you could either get the 3-leaf, which is like the lighter duty, that's what his came with, or you could have the 4-leafs, which are heavy duty. He also got his energy suspension leaf and shackle bushings. So
that one dude on YouTube that had the video on that.
We'll tag him. He's great. He's got
dude, that video is awesome.
He's got a lot of good informative D21 content.
So I think the hardest part about this is gonna be getting these guys out, the fresh bushings, because it's kind of easy to pull out old ones when they're like all crowded up and burnt through on one side. But these guys, we might have to mutilate them a little bit to get them.
A little bit.
Look at my little kit.
Oh, that's super stubby.
It's so sick though.
Look at finger.
Yeah, you could just put a pipe over it and make it a regular one though.
Hobo Freight sponsorship?
I would actually like do illegal things for Harbor Freight sponsorship.
Bus clutch. Bus engine. By the way, this is y'all maybe have seen this in some of our shorts and in the drawer build video, but this is Walker's little shop. So what's the story behind the giant chunk of wood?
I don't know, that's probably a 150-year-old piece of wood.
If y'all have ever heard of Underground Atlanta.
Dante's Down the Hatch.
Yeah, that's a piece from like OG Underground Atlanta.
Yeah, that's like when they first built it around for the train tracks and stuff.
That's better wood than you'll ever buy today.
Damn right.
We don't need to keep any of this stuff anyway, so he's just gonna...
You hold that up.
He's just gonna jigsaw this guy out. Look at that.
It's not going anywhere. We got it to work!
We have updates though. Don't
fucking do this.
Yeah, no, no. If you have new leaves and they came with bushings, just leave the bushings in. I mean, we just wanted to try so we could use all of the new bushings. It was so difficult. This is the back side of the leaf. We're gonna leave those new bushings in because that's gonna be even harder to get out than the bigger one.
Yeah.
After the trial and error of the first one, the best way to do this if you're cutting out the new one, do a cut there and do a cut there, and then to actually, get this outer cup this free, you come in with your Sawzall through this. And then you should be able to start just tapping it out. Finally! Alright, now we can actually go get under the truck.
Yeah!
If you had 200,000 miles on these, they'd probably just fall right out. But seeing as these have 0 miles on them,
0!
They did not want to come out at all. And we probably shouldn't have took them out. But
yeah,
we did it.
Urethane.
We did it so that you don't have to. We got the rear end of the truck lifted. You're gonna jack it up the way you normally do from the pumpkin. Then your jack stands, you're not gonna put them on the axle obviously because you're gonna be disconnecting the leaves from the axle. We've got them just on the rear side of the body mounts. All right, we went ahead and threw some other jack stands under the axle just in case once we disconnect stuff it flops down. Also went and PV'd everything. It's been sitting on there for like 10 minutes now. Forgot to do it last night, but they'll still come out. We got air impact tools today. You start with the 4 bolts underneath. I think they're like 19.
I got the 3/4 on it.
And that was working?
Yeah. So it's whatever the metric equivalent of 3/4 is. Now I have to do the strut bolt.
Don't lose your dust cap for the shot. I'm just gonna sit my ass on the floor so I can see better. Energy suspension.
Oh shit. I did that in the wrong order.
Alright, so don't take that smaller bolt out first. You take that out second. That keeps that little ear thing in place.
Oh, these bushings are fried!
Are they? Oh my god, dude.
Bro, oh my god.
I bet the PV is helping a lot.
Are you just saying that because you put it on?
Well, no. Dude, that thing's already so loose up there.
What?
Those bushings
Yeah,
are...
they're fried, dude, I'm telling you.
I'm stoked with how easy this is coming off, dude.
Don't jinx it. Well, damn.
There you go. Leaf removed. Shackle.
Dude, these freaking, oh my god, these old bushings are so frayed. So frayed.
So afraid. Just get a look at the original leaf. Like I said, this is the light duty. That's why it's only 3. Heavy duty's got that 1/2-inch piece.
Freaking billet in there.
It's huge.
Yeah.
And those are so much heavier. These bushings also.
I think that will be our out of leaf, dude. Nobody I've seen on YouTube has the fucking heavy duty ones. I think that was a rare option.
The back one was even worse. Just to go over the side-by-side difference. Just gonna go ahead and deep clean with brake clean the what is that front piece called?
I don't know.
So
Interesting.
you get these pretty clean, and you'll notice this one has it worse. That's why I'm showing it to y'all. But these get a little bunch of pitting in there. Probably just corrosion and old material getting cooked for 30 years.
It could have
but
looked like that from the factory.
it could have. But I doubt this would be a factory machining. Don't worry about that. Just clean it up pretty good, and then gonna throw grease on there.
There's not really enough of this grease for everything. With your finger, get in there with the grooves, because there's little grooves in here. There's just a whole grease.
Yeah.
So you just gotta go in there and get it all wet and nice and lubed.
Polyurethane will squeak really bad if it's not really well greased. And the white lithium grease works perfectly.
Oh, this is way
And
tackier.
you really want to slather it on, like extremely liberal with the use. And then when you tighten everything up, it will squeeze out of like the crevices and stuff. Just wipe it off. Grease that whole face too, where it makes contact, like there. Yeah, get all that. We tried to avoid it earlier, but if you have stock exhaust, to really pull that shackle out, you're probably gonna want to disconnect the exhaust hanger so it drops a little bit, because it's right in the way of pulling it out the back.
Yeah, it just needs to be enough to like scoot it out of the way a little bit.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Okay.
This is the grease that you want to have on hand.
MAV TV. Catch all your Lucas Motorsports programming on MAV TV. Wonder what that is. Oh yeah.
Can I see?
That's what the inside of it looks like. I had to hit this in as far as I could before this was exposed, because that eliminates you from hitting it any further. So then you have to get a socket on there and hit it a little bit harder.
And you got a fat washer on there to be able to use the shackle.
I will say, this is
one.
one part of the video you guys can figure out a better solution than I just did.
You want to see grease oozing out of there.
Yeah.
The grease ooze means no squeak.
I'm gonna put some grease up in here.
Yeah.
And then I'm also gonna give it a little bit right up in here.
And then you just want to get those kind of snug right now. You don't want to actually torque them down till the truck is down on the suspension.
Correct.
Greased up. Greased up. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
Hey, that's cool.
He's having to muscle this thing in just like he did the other side. You're gonna have to tap that thing up to line up.
I'm gonna have to fucking clamp it and vice grip it over. A pair of these things, dude. They're so handy to have. Now it's lined up.
We were wondering how to get that hole aligned.
That seems to be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, just get you chain vise. That's what it's called, right?
I don't know. I think it's a like pipe clamp.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Bro, the difference was like actually a 64th. I barely moved it.
And then as we lower the axle, remember we gotta really make sure that nub aligns.
Yeah.
It's not aligned at all right now.
Wait, what?
the nub on the, you see on the top of the leaf, it has to align in like a little recessed.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Dude, having the fucking broken ankle is so fucking whack. This is a strange issue that we've run into.
It looks like the ACS or whatever, the company that I got these leaves from, put the bolt on the wrong side of these.
In that last clip, y'all saw we discovered that that bolt was upside down. Well, we went to unbolt it and forgot all of this is under pressure. We managed to leave this whole thing in the truck, and we each bench pressed it into place. It was like
pretty much, yeah.
It was a cross between a bench press and a fly.
Dude,
and
that was crazy.
Hey, we did it though, and now we're gonna do the other one before we put it in, so we don't have to do it on the ground, laying on our backs.
Yeah.
We didn't notice this, but this nut
We should have noticed
on the
that.
new one is top. Old one, the nut's on the bottom. There we go.
That's how you do it. This is
We
how
should
you
have
do
done
it.
this in the truck. We just didn't think to.
Yeah.
Not quite.
We definitely have it really close to being aligned. Right?
Lower it. It didn't occur to us until 10 minutes of wrestling with it that we should probably just undo this leaf and not try to worry about lining that stuff up until we're dropping the axle down for good. Neither of us have done leaps before, so we are kind of just figuring this out. We got driver's side done. We went ahead and undid the other side to make it easier to line up that nub. But look at that. So now we're gonna repeat the process on this side. Should hopefully go much smoother. Pressing bushings in, part 2. Wow. Alright, we'll update y'all when we get this all put back together, or if we run into any other problems. Alright, this side definitely confirms having either the chain vice grip or just like a regular big vice grip. Something to hold that ear for the front shackle in place helps so much with getting that lined up. Little warning, when you're handling these plates for the outside of the shackle, be careful because the lock washer may have lifted up some metal. Walker just sliced the hell out of his finger on this.
All right, I think we figured it out. We got a jack.
A bottle jack under the leaf.
We got a bottle jack. We got a fucking
3-tine jack under the axle.
And then we have a ratchet strap from the frame pulling the axle forward.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because these leaves just sit higher, but we were having a really hard time aligning the nub.
This is my favorite bottle jack ever.
Yeah, bottle jack, good.
Oh!
Wait, do I have one of mine?
Yeah, it's under your, it's under the little
Mine, the original
back
one that's
seats.
still in mine?
Oh yeah, I feel like we might have looked and they didn't have a jack stand, or a jack.
They just had
You should
all the
totally buy a
accessories.
bottle jack though, because that bottle jack is awesome.
Yeah,
Dude, it
really
extends
cool.
to like this far.
Alright, he's almost got these snug enough. Remember, you don't want to torque anything down while the truck's in the air. So before we put the wheels on and drop it down and bounce it around a little bit to set the suspension, we also need to hook back up the shocks because we forgot to do it on the other side. Alright, it's about time to put this thing down on all fours. Hey!
Oh wait, it's definitely more clearance, but it's not a ton more.
Yeah, give it a bunch of jumps.
I'm not doing more than that.
Okay, so Walker's gonna get everything, including the lugs, all torqued to spec. Initial thoughts are a little underwhelming. Just pulling it out.
A little disappointed. I wouldn't say it's underwhelming. I'm just disappointed.
It's
Dude,
strange.
it's the same height. It just did not do anything.
He's gonna get everything torqued down, and then we're gonna take it for a ride, see how it feels, because that'll be the more functional test. We'll see how it ends up looking and settling and everything. Who knows? Maybe these are just bad springs? I don't know. We'll see. And just for you guys at home, the pin and shackle nuts, you tighten those to 58 to 72. So we're doing 65. The U-bolt nuts. Those torque anywhere from 65 to 72, so we're probably just gonna do 65 on those also. And then your shock absorber is like 20 to 30, so we do 25. All right, guys, so on the U-bolts, you wanna go in like a crisscross a little bit at a time so that they go evenly. We just had something interesting happen though. He's almost got it to torque. This lock washer just gave out, just like popped out the side. Under load, and getting cranked on.
I have no idea why they would have done that.
Yeah, so, I mean, we don't have another one, and we definitely don't want to jack this up and unbolt stuff, so I guess we're just gonna let this ride for now. And maybe next time we're underneath the rear end, we can zip off that one bolt and throw one in. Everything's torqued to spec. Again, we're a little underwhelmed by the ride height difference, but it's time to see how it rides.
Why is my shit doing that? It's like, I have to push it forward to pull it into drive. I usually don't have to do that.
It makes me think that there's some pressure on the drivetrain.
I think there might be.
Any difference so far, pulling out?
Not really.
Any difference on transmission feel?
That was a late shift. What?
What's that noise?
What noise?
Is that... Is that your... Do you have a fan on? No. Do you hear that?
Something ain't right. You smell that? You smell that shit?
Yeah.
That's bad. I'm about to go. My transmission. Dude, my transmission just went out.
Did these leafs just like throw the drivetrain like into the transmission?
I don't fucking know.
Somehow we just got it to start going again because the transmission was like locked up.
I don't have any check engine lights, so I'm not stopping. There's nobody there. I still don't like it, but it might not be fried.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Got it back in the driveway. Okay. Hey, major crisis averted though. At least we're back here.
My key is fucking stuck in the ignition again.
There you go.
Thanks.
Okay. We're having problems. We noticed that the axle is shimmied a little forward. We took it. That wasn't even a quarter-mile drive.
Dude, we literally took it around 2 blocks, and
it almost.
Dude, I was in drive, and I lost drive, and then I put it back in park, and I could not shift it back into anything.
Turned it off for a sec. I guess that let the transmission cool off.
Gave it a couple of like back and forths, and then I was able to get it in drive, sort of, like barely.
Yeah.
Like you could feel it, and we got it back up in the driveway. I think I assume that they just put the bolt through the leaf in the wrong place, about an inch too far forward.
That's the only thing we can think of, because we did the reassembly of this, you know, pretty much exact.
Yeah, we shouldn't have had to use a ratchet strap. We shouldn't have had to use anything to align. Like, they should have popped in, I think.
Luckily, the transmission doesn't seem to be killed. It's got a little bit of a leak, just a tickle of a leak. Before it's driven again, we need to figure out this axle alignment. At the very least, top off your transmission fluid.
We'll top off my transmission fluid, and then we're just gonna wait for it to blow.
Especially now that we're back after experiencing that, this does not look right.
No, and I knew that it didn't look right. I was like, oh, it's probably just like that.
No. We gotta clean up, but that's gonna do it for this one. Not the outcome we wanted, but you can't win them all, and we're learning here.
I think I need to get another shit box. Take this off the insurance until I get it fixed.
We're gonna figure it out.
I'm tempted.
Anyway, hope y'all's week is going better than ours at this point. See y'all later.